Good morning, everyone. It's Coach Reem, and welcome to week 2 of the core strength part of the off-season training program. We are going to go ahead and hit the mat, start with some warm-ups, and then we'll go into the main set. Today it's 3 sets of 10, same exercises as last week. We'll just add those extra 2. So while 2 doesn't seem so much, it is an extra 25%. So this is what makes it more challenging. And we'll finish the day with the next version of the plank challenge, which is 20 seconds this week, as we keep adding 5 seconds. And because I just started recording, of course, it means that my son just woke up. So he seems to always know when the camera gets going. So let's go ahead and get started. So starting out on all fours on the mat. So you've got your hands under your shoulders and your hips over your knees. Feet are just on the tops of your feet are lying on the ground. And from here, we're going to go into some cat-cows. So to start, you're just starting with a nice flat back, enable the spine, and then arch your spine. Look up. Curve your spine, looking down. And this goes with the breath. So you're going to inhale as you arch your spine and exhale as you curve. And take it nice and slow. Waking up a little at a time, just warming up through your back. Nice deep inhales and exhales. And come back to a flat back. Put your hands up so they're in front of your shoulders. Deep inhale. Exhale, press back. Good morning, Cameron. Little theater this morning, thank you. Inhale up. And exhale back. Get that nice stretch. This is an active child's pose. You should feel a stretch through your back as you come down. And let's get one more here. And exhaling back. And now let's come down so you're lying on your stomach. And we're going to go into a low cobra. Your hands are right by your shoulders, forehead on the ground. As we inhale, I want you to first think about raising your head forward like a turtle's neck coming out of a shell. So you're going to go forward before you go up. So inhale up, exhale down, and start out nice and easy on this one. Just a mild bend because we're dealing with your lower back here, so you never want to jump into that full force. Take it easy at the beginning. Each one, you can come up a little bit more, but you judge where you come up. Just do what feels good here. And we'll do around 4 more. Inhaling up. And exhaling back. Two to go. Take it back now into a child's pose. Again, stretching out your back. Let's take your hands to one side, hips to the opposite. Just press there for a minute. For just a few seconds, really. And then switch to the other side. Hands to one side of the mat, hips to the opposite. And back to center quick. All right, let's go ahead and get started here with the main set. So you're on your back. Just give your knees a quick hug and a rock around. and then find your back flat on the floor with one foot down. Okay, so we're going into the one-legged bicycle. Last week, we discussed 3 variations, and so I'm going to give them to you again here. You can maybe start the first set with the easier variation, the more comfortable variation for you, and then progress. Or, it's up to you. You decide the level of difficulty that you're prepared for and go with it. So first, the basic version of the exercise has my left knee bent, foot on the floor, right leg up. How high your leg up is as low to the ground as you can while maintaining your upper back. So if I drop my leg here and my back comes up, that's too low for me. You want to make sure that you're able to always keep your back flat on the floor. So bring it up to the point where your lower back is on the floor. Then you have the option with your upper body of bringing your shoulders and head off the ground or leaving them both on. The key, though, is you want to always make sure that your neck is in a neutral position. So find that spot in the ceiling. I don't want you to go like this and crunch your neck. It's not about how you work your neck. If your neck is bothering you, holding it up, just leave it down. You'll still get a really good core exercise so long as you keep your lower back firmly on the floor. So starting out for here, we're going to do one-legged bicycle. Right leg in and out. And you can just bend your knee in as much as you can. It's more of a pumping action here, so keeping your foot flexed. Just bend the knee in, push it out. We'll go up 5 more. 4, for 3, and 2, and for 1. Okay, switch sides. Whatever variation you did on the first side, do on the second side. If you want to add a breath to it, inhale out, exhale in. So as you exhale in, it's really going to drive your lower back to the floor as you bring your knee in. And for 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, good. Next one, we're going to go to a single leg drop. So set your second foot up however you want. Knee up, knee down. Second leg, flex foot. And you're going to drop down. And here again, only drop down to the point you can while maintaining your lower back on the ground. So if this is your range, that's fine. If this is your range, then go for it. But whatever you can, maintaining your lower back on the ground. And again, head and shoulders can be on the ground, as I have them, or they can both be up. Either way, make sure you have a nice neutral neck, finding your spot on the ceiling. That's for 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, switch sides. Find your position, get your setup, make sure your lower back is on the floor and keep it on the floor. Inhale out, exhale up. Foot is flexed. Last 4, for 3, 2, and last 1. Okay, next one, going to side leg swings. This one, I do want you to keep your head and shoulders off the ground. Raise your foot up. Make sure your lower back is on the floor. We're going to stay at that same height and keeping your toes facing up and down. I want you to really be careful not to tip your toes out as you go out. You'd swing wider, but you're loose. We're trying to work on the outside of your hips here. So I want you to keep your toes straight up and down as you swing out and come back in. So inhale out, exhale. Peek at your toes every now and again. Make sure they're straight up and down. 2 more to go. Okay, let's switch sides. 10. It's for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's go from here into a 2-legged bridge. So knees are bent, feet are underneath your hips, underneath your knees, toes facing straight forward. Everything is hip width apart. So your knees, your feet. If you're having difficulty on your own keeping your knees in this parallel orientation, then just put something in between. You can put like a couch pillow in there. If you have a little squeezy ball, that's great. A yoga block works. You just want something to force that alignment and keep your knees straight forward. Don't let them splay out. If you're good on your own, then that works too. So let's bring your hips up as high up as you can get. So you want to try to get a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. And then from here, let's drop down nice and slow, set of 8 hip drops. So we're doing 10 today. Okay, so we've got 2 more. That's for 9. And that's for 10. Okay, next one. Just check. Yep. Okay, we're going to 2-legged bicycle. So head and shoulders on or off the ground. And start with both knees bent and then straighten one out like that. And you're just going to alternate sides. Nice and slow and controlled. And it's more of a pumping motion than a bicycle motion. Keep your lower back on the floor. So legs up as high as you need them to be to keep the back on the floor. And we'll count it down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's flip over onto your side. We're going to do some side leg raises here. And you can be propped like this. You can be down like this, whichever your preference. Stack your feet one on top of the other. Body's lined up nice and straight otherwise. And you're coming up. And on this one, toes facing forward. It's not up like this. It's straight, toes facing forward for me. And just lift it as high of a range as you can without changing that foot orientation. Go 2 more. And last one. Okay, staying on this leg, swing your leg forward. And this adds quite a bit of challenge to it. So how far forward you swing is going to make it more difficult. So if you're at a place where this is your forward, that's fine. Find where you can. I have my left hand is sitting here in front to help stabilize, but I don't want to be pushing like crazy with my left hand. So if it's my left hand that's holding me up, then you're trying to go a little too far. So adjust where this foot is so that this hand is stabilizing, but the work is coming right here from the outside of your hips and into your glutes. 2 to go. And for 10. All right, let's switch to the other side. Okay, feet stacked up, body nice and tall here. And work straight up and down first. You probably notice that the two sides don't feel the same. Don't worry too much about that. Notice it, but just do what you can on each side and see if one side feels tighter than the other. Then when it comes to stretching, try to give that side a little extra love. Okay, 2 to go. Okay. And bring your foot forward. Just use now your right hand to help stabilize your position to keep your body nice and tall. Do the work is coming from your legs, your upper quad area, your glutes. Last 4 and 3, 2, and for 1. Come over so you're on all fours. We're going into start with a balance cat, going elbow to knee. So the setup here is really important. You want to start by a nice flat back, pulling navel to spine. You want to be careful not to be in this position ever. That takes away from your core, puts pressure on your lower back. So pull yourself in, get yourself nice and flat here. Here, let's raise your right leg up. And you want to be careful, keep your hips lined up to each other. So a little thing that helps me is to think about pointing my toe almost in. And that'll help drop the hips down and keep yourself nice and flat. Once you're here, raise your left arm up, and then now nice and slow, bring yourself elbow to knee, come out to control before you move back in. And you do not have to touch elbow to knee, just you're going directionally. So crossing over your body. Finding control at the top end before you come into the next one. I've got 4 to go here. 3, 2, and for 1. Let's switch to the other side. If you're finding it to be a challenge to go both elbow to knee, to do both at the same time, then you can keep down with both hands and come out. So I would much prefer that this is what you do than to be out here and be tipping like this, and not finding control. So find control, find your form, and then you can progress to this, or maybe do some with the arm and the leg, and some you're just doing your leg. So find where you can. First and foremost on any strength exercise is form. You have to get the form right, then you can add into difficulty. So go ahead, set yourself up now. Start with your leg. If you feel like you're able, add your arm. If not, keep that hand on the floor. And let's go elbow to knee, nice and controlled on this side. Always thinking about your flat back, even hips, pulling navel to spine. And we'll go 4 more. For 2. And for 1. Last exercise in the first set is going to be the fire hydrants. Here we're starting again, nice flat back, all fours, and just coming up with your right leg. 9, and 10. Okay, switch sides. Set yourself up in between. Going to the second side. And that's for 9 and 10. All right, that's the first round done. Just take a moment to go into a child's pose. Stretch it out. Go grab something to drink if you want. Meet me back in around 30 seconds on the mat, on your back, and we will start round 2. Second round and third round will go through quicker than the first round because I won't be doing quite as much talking and explaining. So we'll get back to it in just a few seconds. All right, here we are, round 2, single leg bicycle. Pick your variation. Okay. So this time I'm going with head and shoulders up, other foot on the ground still. You go where you want to, same one as before, or advance a little bit if you feel like you're ready. But remember, lower back always on the ground, neck is always neutral. For 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, switch sides, set it up, and here's for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's go to single leg drops. 1 foot tall, straight up in the air. Pick your variation for your second leg and your upper body and drop it down and up. And last one. Okay, let's switch sides. Whatever variation you did on the first side, do on the second side. And this is all these exercises are really deliberate movements. You're not just swinging your leg, you're working your core. Inhale out, exhale in. Lining those muscles. And last one here. Okay, side leg swings. Keep your head, neck, shoulders, everything on the ground here. One leg out. Find your lower back firm against the floor. Swing out to the side, toes facing the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, switching sides. For 9 and 10. Okay, let's go into a two-legged bridge. Feet and knees hip width apart. Grab your ball or block or pillow if you want to between your knees. And then push yourself up Nice and tall here, as high as you can go, and then slowly coming down to the ground. You're not resting on the ground. You might be grazing it. You might not quite be touching it, but always keeping the weight up, pushing down on your heels. Drive your hips up. That's for 9 and for 10. Okay, two-legged bicycle. Flat on your back. Head and shoulders up or both down. Feet flexed. Pump it out. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, coming over onto your side leg raises. Stack your feet up. Get your upper body set up how you please. Toes facing forward. Raising your leg. And this is for 9 and for 10. Okay, take that leg, swing it forward, find your spot, and bring that movement from the hips. I always find that first one, getting it off the ground, can be some tough work. Got 4 more here. And for 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's switch over to the other side. Take the time, get yourself set up, feet stacked on top of each other, body is straight. And we got the second side. Today I can feel my right hip tighter than my left. It's not always the case. Okay, we'll go 2 more. And for 10. Okay. Front leg out in front of you now. Swing it up. And this is for 9 and for 10. Okay, let's take it to all fours. Hands on your shoulders, knees under hips, starting with the flat back. Right leg raised back, left arm up, or if this feels unstable, just keep your hand down on the floor. It works just fine. So bring it down, elbow to knee, up, find your control. Let's find the second set. It's the one that feels the best. You're warmed up, but you're not too tired yet. Okay, switch sides. Single leg back, opposite arm up, or keep it down. Let's go on this side. 7, 8, 9, and for 10. And last one sets the fire hydrants. Set yourself up again and bring it up. So the only thing that should be moving here is the leg that's coming up and down. Everything else is stable. That's 3, 2, and 1. Okay, switch sides. 10 on this side. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Take your quick child's pose, and then go ahead, grab some water, meet me back 30 seconds, one more set. All right, there we go. Final set, single leg bicycle, and pick your variation and go with it. Press your leg out. And that's for 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, switch sides, same variation on the second side. Bring it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, let's go to single leg, straight leg drops. And find your variation. Keep your lower back on the floor, neck nice and neutral. Deliberate actions, deliberate motions. Two to go. And for 10. Okay, rest in between. Set your second side up. Pick your variation, same as before. 10 on this side. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. Bring it down. Side leg swings. This time, second foot on the floor. Upper body down. Toes up. Pick the height where you can keep your lower back on the floor and swing out to the side. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, let's switch sides. Get yourself set up, lower back on the floor, toes pointed for the ceiling, swinging out to the side. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and for 10. Okay, next one is bridge position. So just as I think that the second set is the easiest set and that it's comfortable, we're warmed up, but we're not super tired, the third set is where it all kicks in. You are probably starting to get a little fatigued now, so it's super important that you focus on your technique, make sure you have it right, keep it controlled. And the strength, the dividends will pay off. So you're coming up right here, bridge position, nice and tall. Bring yourself down in controlled fashion. Drive yourself back up as high as you can get yourself up. You're aiming for that nice straight line between your knees and your shoulders. You might come up even a little higher than that. But you want to try to get up at least flat, like so, this position right here. It's for 4, 5, for 6, 7, 8, 9, and for 10. Okay, last exercise in our back, 2-legged bicycles. Get yourself set up, head and shoulders up or down, neutral neck, back on the floor. Count it down, alternating sides. Here's for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give those legs a quick hug. Come over to your side. Side leg raises. Stack up, body nice and tall. Toes facing forward. Bring yourself up for 10. For 3, 2, and 1. You swing your leg forward. Get yourself ready for the first one to bring it up. And now you won't come all the way down in between. Really work those hips. Inside your leg, outside your leg, glute muscles. Going for our last 3 here. And last one. Okay, let's switch sides. Stack your feet, body tall. Come up on this side. Toes facing forward. Always give a quick check. See, I have the benefit here. I can see myself in the camera, so I can tell. If you have a mirror, that's great. Otherwise, just kind of take peeks of your foot. Make sure that you're not moving it. You'll get to feel what's right. And one more. Okay, let's swing your leg out in front of you. And bring it here. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's get on all fours. Okay, I'm going to start with my left leg back this time. So get yourself set up. If you feel comfortable, raise your right arm. If not, keep that hand down. elbow to knee, or just knee in if your hand's down. Almost pulling navel to spine, trying to keep a flat back, level hips. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, switching sides, back. Second arm up, or keep it down. That's for 9. And for 10. Okay, going in for fire hydrant. Start with my left leg this time. And come up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch sides for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. All right, let's bring it down just for a quick stretch here and then get yourself in plank position. We've got a 20-second plank for today, so you can do it however you want. If you want to do it up on your hands, you can. If you want to do it on your forearm, you can. Just make sure you're forming a nice straight line from wherever your leverage point is down to your feet. Your feet are being pushed back away from you, and just try to get yourself nice and flat here. And we're going to go for 20 seconds. And here is your ready, go. See, the general rule on the plank is that it's whatever the position is that hurts the most. So find that position through your core that you're really working in. And just hold on for me. You only have 5 more seconds. And that's for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Drop it down. Let's go into a stretch here. So go into your child's pose. And let's take your hands to one side, hips to the opposite side. And switch. Stretch the other side body. And back to center. And let's flip over onto your back. And give your knees a hug here. Rock everything around, forward and back, side to side, circles. Anything that feels good. Cooling everything down in your body. Bring your heart rate back down. Tell you, I feel a whole lot more awake now than I did 45 minutes ago. Love the feeling of exercise. Okay, bend one knee over the other like you're sitting cross-legged, tight cross-legged, and then pull both knees towards you. You can do it by holding your shins or holding behind your legs. Whatever helps you pull your heels in and you're just hurting your knees. And sorry, you're getting a nice stretch through the hip on the crossed over leg is where I'm feeling it. But I find that stretching, people ask me a lot of the time, where am I supposed to feel this? And I go back and I ask them where they are feeling it, because you're going to feel it in the area that's tightest for you, and one side may not feel the same as the other. So just try to relax into the stretch. Try to hold stretches after exercise for at least 20 seconds. You can certainly take your time and do the series through. Again, just do this part to stretch out more. I'm switching your cross here. Sorry, I switched and didn't let you know. So switch across, pull both knees in, take the stretch. Just notice if it's feeling different. I generally say, like when I'm doing stretches, I'll start with one long stretch on each side. And if one side feels different than the other, then I come back and I repeat that same series, trying to see if we can even things out as the muscles relax during the stretch. Okay, let's go into a figure 4 stretch. So ankle just below the opposite knee. And then you're going to pull in the leg, pull in one leg, and then you're pushing away on the opposite knee. And just take that nice deep breath. See if you can get your hip to release a little bit. And I definitely felt the more tightness in my right hip while I was doing the exercises, and now doing the stretching, I can definitely feel it's there. Okay, let's switch sides. Ankle over knee. And here, I've got my left ankle over my right knee, so I'm pulling in my right leg and pushing away a little bit on my left knee. Taking the stretch. So stretching shouldn't be painful, but you should feel that you're doing something. We're trying to lengthen the muscles back out here. You can do these longer static stretches after you exercise. Don't do them before, though. All right, and bring it up, both knees to your chest. Take your arms out to a T position and go ahead, drop both knees over to your side. And here, should feel a stretch through your back as you get the spinal twist. If you'd like, you can rest your hand on the top knee and pull the hip down a little tighter. Steepens the stretch a little bit. Good, and let's switch to the other side. Yeah, the hand on your knee if you want. And then back to center, giving the knees a hug, rocking around. And this is where I am going to leave you for the day. Feel free to spend some more time on the mat, though, stretching things out. I want you to feel good after you're done with this. Really the focus on the stretching here when you're doing the core exercises are through your back and your hips. And just loosen everything back up. And thank you for joining me this morning, and we'll see you the next time. As always, please reach out with questions or comments. Bye for now, Coach Reem.